Greetings, one and all, and welcome to the Open-Handed Classroom. I want to extend a special thank you to you, yes, you, for stopping by. Now, students, before us, as you can see on the screen, is a math question. And I got this math question from the 2018 Paper 2 Mathematics BJC examination. And note that this question is currently unsolved, but I assure you that by the end of this video, this question will be completed. But I have a question for you. I have a question for you. And my question is, are you ready? Are you ready to begin? Okay, then let's dive right in. We begin by reading the question. And the question states the following. Subtract 89 from the sum of 247 and 93. Again, subtract 89 from the sum of 247 and 93. Now, I'm going to give you an opportunity to attempt this question on your own. So please pause the video, attempt the question on your own, and I'll see you on the other side of the pause. Okay, now that you have attempted this question on your own, let us deal with this question together. Note that the question states to subtract 89 from the sum of 247 and 93. Now, how do we get the sum of 247 and 93? How do we get the sum of 247 and 193? How do we get that sum? In order to find the sum of 247 and 193, we must add those two numbers. So we're going to add the numbers 247 and 193. And let's do that on the next slide. I should say, let's do that on this blank screen that is here. So let's do that. So we have 247 added to 193. And we want to determine the sum. We want to determine the answer of this addition problem. And we are going to go about this column by column. Okay, so we begin first with the ones column. And notice the digits that are in the ones column, that's 7 and 3. So we say 7 plus 3. What is 7 plus 3? 7 plus 3 is indeed 10. So we take 7 plus 3 is 10. And we take this 0 and we place this 0 below the 3. And we take this 1 and we place it above the 4. Okay, now we move on to the hundreds column. And the numbers that are in the hundreds column is 1, 4, and 9. So we're going to add those digits. We're going to add those numbers. So 1 plus 4 equals 5, but we're not done yet. We have to consider the 9. And we say 5 plus 9. What is 5 plus 9? 5 plus 9 is indeed 14. We're going to take the 4 and place it beneath the 9. And we take 1 and place it above the 2. Okay, now we move on to considering the digits in the hundreds column, and that's our last column that we will be dealing with for this addition problem. So we're almost done. So the numbers that are in the hundreds column are 1, 2, and 1. So let's add 1 and 2. 1 plus 2 equals 3. But we're not done. We have to consider this 1 again. So we say 3 plus 1. 3 plus 1 is indeed 4. Okay, 3 plus 1 is indeed 4. So we take this 4 and we place it below the 1. Therefore, the sum of the numbers 247 and 193 is indeed 440. Okay, so that's the sum. But we're not done yet. There's something that we have to do with this sum. We have to engage this sum in a subtraction. Okay, so they tell us to subtract 89 from the sum of 247 and 193. So let us subtract 89 from 440. So let's do that. So let me erase. So we have 440. And don't forget the subtraction sign. And we want to subtract 89 from 440. Okay. We are going to go about this column by column. The first column we deal with is the ones column. And we're going to deal with these two numbers, 0 and 9. So we say 0 minus 9. Now 0 minus 9 will give us a negative number, but we don't want any negative numbers in our answer. So we go to the next door neighbor and we get 1. So 4 minus 1 is indeed 3. So our neighbor is left with 3. And we place a 1 here. And we view that as not as 0 minus 9 anymore, but we view this as 10 minus 9. Now 10 minus 9 is indeed 1. And we take this 1 and place it below the 9. Okay, next we consider the hundreds column. And the numbers that are in the hundreds column is indeed 3 and 8. And we say, what is 3 minus 8? Now 3 minus 8 would give us a negative number, but we don't want any negative number in our answer. So we go to the next door neighbor and we take 1 from it. So we say 4 minus 1. What is 4 minus 1? 4 minus 1 is indeed 3. So our neighbor is left with 3 and we are given 1. So now we view this as having not 13, not 3 minus 8 anymore, but we view this as having 13 minus 8. And what is 13 minus 8? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's 5. Okay, so 13 minus 8 is 5, and we place this 5 below the 8. And we insert a 0 as a placeholder, and we say, what is 3 minus 0? What is 3 minus 0? 3 minus 0 is indeed 3. So we place the 3 below the 0. Therefore, our result, the result of this subtraction problem, is 3, 4, 1. 3, 4, 1. And 3, 5, 1. 3, 5, 1. And in fact, 3, 5, 1 is the answer to this question. So the answer is 351. Thank you.